Hey, what's up? This is before here after. Chilling right here, fucking charging my phone. My shit died earlier, so that was like I was in the middle of talking to y'all and just like it died. So I was like, oh shit, okay. So I'm charging my phone right now. Normally I'd be over there, chilling with some light and blasting to my face, so y'all can really like get like some good visuals and shit. But right now I'm charging my phone against this outlet right here. So, yeah, I could get charging my shit up. But I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish like what I was kind of saying in my thought, and kind of like what I was saying like what about like like man, yeah. So if you sacrifice, if you make that sacrifice from like giving up your spirit and your spiritual values and your own moral principles to gain like material status and material wealth and like like just gaining that shit, right? That in the physical dimension, if you sacrifice the spiritual goals, right? The spiritual values and the spiritual morals. What tends to happen is a lot of people you'll see, like you look up a lot of celebrities, motherfuckers out here, really like depressed and sad and shit, like doing drugs and fucking trying to numb themselves through like sex and entertainment and all sorts of shit. And see, that's what happens, right? When you solely focus on the material, I fine. You finna get that. You finna get all that shit, right? You put your mind to anything, you can manifest it. If you finna manifest those physical things, but what's gonna happen? How you gonna feel once you get them, right? Because it's like when you don't have those things, there's like this hope, right? There's a sense of hope. There's like, ah, shit, yo, I'm grinding. One day I'm gonna get there, right? I know I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna manifest that shit, and there's just like this hope. So it's like they're like still alive, right? They're still feeling good and shit. Well, what tends to happen is once they actually like manifest those things, and maybe they'll get like the clout, they'll get famous and shit. Like, what tends to happen is like they'll just like overindulge and they won't like stop on that shit, right? It becomes like that lifestyle they kind of manifested is like the way it's their new shield now. It's their new way to fucking hide behind what they gotta actually deal with, which is the spiritual shit. Cause one day, bro, they finna die. They fucking know that. You know that if you can think. If you can think, you know that. You know one day we all finna die, and the material shit, the money you make, the bitches you fucking for the women, the motherfucking the dick you get, amounts of shit sex you have, vice works for both sex, vice versa, right? It's like all that shit, bro. All that shit will not come with you. The body you leave back, all of the money you made, all that shit, all that shit, bro. That shit stays here, okay? It stays on the fucking physical plane where it belongs, motherfucker. Cause it's a low earthly shit. You feel? Do you understand what I mean by that? It's earthly, low level shit. So it's gonna stay here. You get me? Your body's gonna stay here. Your body's the manifestation of nature. It's gonna fucking stay here. Your spirit, though, it's your light body, right? If you truly put in the spiritual work, you can tap into your energetic body, your light body. You can tap into your spiritual body, right? You can tap into it. You can tap into that shit, bro. You can get knowledge from this is why they call it a third eye for whatever the fuck reasons. Because it's like another like eye, right? It's another way of seeing the world. It's like another fucking like perspective and insight. Knowledge just comes in, right? But the thing is, like, you can easily like fuck yourself up, and kind of lose what you've been trying to do, like build and focus on. Cause that's why I keep telling y'all, like, focus on what you want, right? I keep telling y'all focus on what you want, but what I hadn't mentioned yet is you wanna fucking do it through your heart. Like, it's like your heart is the beating like energy that's alive, right? It's your heart's that beating energy that's alive, right? So when the heart connects with the mind, it's like everything's in tune, everything's in balance, it's working right. Your heart, allows you, it helps you focus on like love, right? Yeah, because your heart's constantly reminding you like, hey, you finna die, bro. Like, you immortal. Your heart reminds you that you immortal, bro. That's why it's like, that's why it's kind of like, oh damn, that's why it's like important to love, because it's like, okay, well, my heart's reminding me that I'm immortal, that I'm gonna die one day. Then there's no sense in like living in fear, of like motherfuckers out here trying to take my power, trying to fucking kill me or some shit. Cause there's no reason to like fear in any of that shit. Cause for one, I know I'm mortal. My heart's constantly reminding me that I'm finna die either way. Whether a motherfucker kills me or whether some shit happens, either way I'm dying. What the fuck? How do I want to go? Do I want to go being that stupid ass motherfucker in this weird perception of like trying to protect his, the shit that he's gonna lose, he or she's gonna lose regardless, bro. Either way, you finna fucking lose everything. You finna lose the money. You finna lose the hoes. You finna lose the fucking men that you have in your life. You finna lose all that shit. You finna lose it. I'm trying to say. You finna lose the body that you fucking incarnated with right here in this life. You finna lose all that shit. So, like your heart helps you kind of connect. I'm not gonna say like if you focus on your heart, you're just automatically gonna be in love with yourself and those around you in the world. Hell nah. Like it's a little bit more complicated. Your heart reminds you more easily of what love is, the importance of love. Your heart kind of like just it opens it opens your vessel, your light body. It opens your spirit up to like better energies, and you need your heart for that, right? So that's why it's important to take your heart and align it with your mind, and to take the two, and they work in a tangent, right? Which it's the balance, yo. It's the balance, right? So yeah, take everything I say is like another little perspective. I'm not gonna say like to take what I say for a grain of salt, cause the shit I say is coming through my like spirit, and it's coming through the universe. So, hey, it's got a lot of fucking weight to it, and you should really contemplate what I'm saying in the first place. It's important shit that you gotta think about, but also, don't like be on your own shit. Like, do your own research what I talk about, right? Learn about what I talk about. It's not just for you to hear. It's for you to actually like do your own work with this perspective that you're not hearing. It's for you to like kind of go within and fucking find those answers and do the research and talk to the people and get the experiences in life and shit. So I just did some I just been doing some more research on some Anunnaki shit. So looking up the Anunnaki, and I'm finding out more and more about it. It's pretty interesting, yo. It's pretty interesting. I might have a future video on it, but I'm learning a lot about it right now. It's pretty interesting. It's not, to say the least. Supposedly, like, these alien